Good morning. My name is Fernando Vilariño, Associate Director of the Computer Vision Center and Associate Professor at Universidad Autónoma de Barcelona. And today I would like to introduce you the smarter citizen science actions with the aim of engaging with the ECIU community of citizen science. First of all, let me start with the ECIU European University. ECIU is one of the Erasmus Plus program European universities aiming at defining or sketching what will be like the university in 2030 in Europe, in the higher education space of Europe. This is an ambitious program from the European Commission in which there is an enormous transformation for the higher education space in Europe, and a number of consortia are gathering around this ambition with specific approaches. Particularly, the ECIU members are aiming for 4 key elements of what would be the ECIU way of doing things, the ECIU University. The first one is open community, to understand the university and the consortia at European level as an open community. Also, to have innovation as the key for the development of their actions, innovation and co-creation approaches. Then also to identify the European education and research space as a common area for development, and also trying to use the cutting-edge technologies in order to get these aims. These EU members are from the European space, together with an associate partner of Monterrey, Mexico. For those who are not familiar with citizen science, I would definitely invite you to have an approach to the actions that ECIU will do in the following years. This will be based in a project which is the Smarter project. EU-funded project to develop the ECIU University with the aim of developing particularly a virtual institute for regional development research institute for smarter European regions. This is the Smarter project, 36 months in which a number of implementation activities will consist of an academy and a seed program, and also a Smarter Citizen Science in Practice program, deepening in public engagement, and developing a citizen science platform. The expected outcomes of the Smarter project are aligned with the assessment and validation of these approaches, to create the guidelines and toolkits for replication in other universities, not only the members of the ECIU Consortium. And finally, in the final phase, the assessment and validation of the pilots will take place, meaning that we are going to create a number of pilots of citizen science that will be as a test bed for this particular approach. ECIU, standing for European Consortium of Innovative Universities, imply that this would represent the basis or the baseline in which the ECIU Consortium will contribute to the European Commission for an innovative approach for this European higher education space. If you're interested in knowing more about citizen science, I would definitely suggest to start with the European Citizen Science Association that has been developing the 10 principles of citizen science, which represent the baseline, right, for all who wants to get into the citizen science approaches. These 10 principles stand for citizen science, working in projects that are actively involve citizens in scientific endeavor, that generates new knowledge and understanding for citizens, and they can interact, and they can participate and contribute, collaborating for the projects in different approaches as project leaders, and with the meaningful output and outcomes that the research is going. So this would be the summary for the principle 1. The principle 2 is that citizen science projects have a genuine scientific outcome. So it is not only citizen engagement, but we are talking about science when we are talking about citizen science. This is very important because sometimes we tend to stress the citizen component, the citizen engagement component, but the basic of citizen science is that we are talking about science, so researchers are participating in that. The third principle is about the professional scientists and the citizen scientists benefit from taking part in the process. The fourth is the citizen science may, if they wish, citizen scientists may participate in the multiple stages of the scientific process, not only by contributing with data. Citizen scientists receive feedback from the project. This would be the fifth principle. The sixth principle would be that citizen science is considered a research approach like any other, with limitations and biases that should be considered and controlled for. The seventh is the citizen science projects data and metadata are made publicly available, and when possible, results are published in an open access format, which is a general approach also for the European Commission to the scientific publication. Citizen scientists, with the eighth principle, are acknowledged in project results and publications. And the ninth is the citizen science programs are evaluated for their scientific output, their data quality, the participant experience, and a wider societal or policy impact. And in addition to that, finally, the leaders of citizen science projects takes into consideration legal and ethical issues surrounding copyright, intellectual property, data sharing, agreements, confidentiality, attributions, and the environmental impact of their actions. If you would like to know more about citizen science, I would invite you to check out the webpage of European Citizen Science.org, or a number where you can find a number of projects with examples, clear examples of results for citizen science. And in this context, the smart approach is clearly aligned to this way of thinking. The smarter approach is based on three basic pillars, namely the smarter creation of research and innovation agenda, shared agenda, the creation of a capacity building program, and to engage a dialogue with research and society. These three lines of action would be operative with a number of instruments, such as the creation of a seed program, and of course, in the area that we are interested in, the creation of a number of citizen science pilots. This means that the ECIU Consortium members will engage in a number of pilots, testing as a test bed the dynamics of a citizen science project in a transnational way. This is very relevant because this would provide the baseline for the future of the Smarter Institute regarding the citizen science approach. How are we going to do that? Well, we have set up a timing for citizen science actions that started this autumn and going on from September to November with a number of webinars on citizen science. This would be the first step, and this is allowing to meet each other, to meet all the members of the scientists in the ECIU community. The webinars are also then open and published in our webpage. And then around November, we are going to start a co-creation process. Now that we are having a background about this, which is, let's say, the state of the art of the mapping of projects and scientists in the ECIU community, we can start with the co-creation process in order to define which are the potential pilots that we can develop. We're expecting to have the pilots designed in the first months of 2022, and the pilots running in Q2 2022 in order to finish them in Q4 and 2023. This provides us with a roadmap in which we're expecting to first create a community of citizen scientists in the ECIU community, then to develop common interests in order to have an approach to this project will be funded also by the Smarter program, and then to conclude the pilots with a platform and a number of recommendations that will be as I was mentioning before, the baseline for the future collaborations in the ECIU community and what we are going to show to the European Commission as a way of doing regarding citizen science in the context of the virtual Institute Smart. For that reason, it is very important to start from the beginning, and the beginning here will be the webinars on citizen science. We have started now with 2 webinars, very, very interesting. I really welcome you to check out our web page regarding that. And this is an open invitation also to all the ECIU members in order to contribute here. This is also an enormous opportunity for getting some funding in order to develop current projects or potential projects that would develop a citizen science. And this is very important. I want to stress that. We are not only looking for projects that include now currently citizen science. We are very interested in new projects that are not having citizen science per se, or in this particular moment, that have identified the possibility of including a public engagement component through citizen science. So all of these are welcome to present their ideas in the series of webinars for citizen science. Again, you're welcome to join us. Where you can do that? Well, we have set up a website and we are publishing all our webinars there. So our website is in the ECIU.org, Smarter for Researchers, Citizen Science, and you will have there the list of all available webinars. If you want to contact us and to submit your suggestions for presenting in the webinars, you are more than welcome. So you can do that in the citizen.science@uab.cat. In this, if you have any other doubt or question regarding the program, please do not hesitate contacting us. And this is all. I hope that you're having a very nice event, and all the best for your citizen science projects. Goodbye.